The following video is only intended to demonstrate general maintenance and repair processes. If after watching this video you need further assistance or have any questions, please contact your dealer or Danuser. Prior to assembling, installing, operating, maintaining, servicing, removing, or moving the attachment, make sure to read and understand the operator's manual. Welcome to another Danuser in the Shop video. I'm Shawn Spence. In this video, we're going to be looking at the T3 post driver and the diagnostic steps to take if your T3 is not cycling. We got a lot to cover, so let's grab our gear and get started. Now, before we move into any mechanical diagnostics on this thing, remember that your T3 has a dry fire prevention system in it. It will not cycle without a post pushing up on your strike plate. Now, the first thing to look for, if you've got an older T3 under the serial number 3209, which will not have this gold manifold box on it, is a velocity fuse that you will find under the female coupler of that version. Now, if that velocity fuse has tripped, it will not allow hydraulic fluid to get to the motor. The first indicator of that is going to be that your hoses will not be jumping when you engage your hydraulics. If that's the case, run your hydraulics in reverse for a few seconds, and that should reset that fuse. If it doesn't, you're going to need to replace it. For the rest of the diagnostic process, we can use this later generation T3 that we've got. First thing we're going to do is remove this trapezoid-shaped cover plate by removing these 4 9/16" nuts and bolts. Then we're going to be able to see the drive wheel, the teeth on the back of the weight assembly, and the slot and spring. Now with our plate off, we can get a good look at the drive wheel assembly and the teeth on the back of the weight. First thing we want to do is make sure that our drive wheel is not engaged and holding the weight up in any way. If it is, we need to release the pressure and then turn this drive wheel clockwise until the pins are facing away from the weight assembly, about the 9 o'clock position. The first thing we're going to do now that we've rendered this thing safe is inspect the drive wheel. We're looking for any damage to the pins that may inhibit operation. If you do see any damage, you're going to want to go ahead and replace this drive wheel assembly. Now that we've made sure that the drive wheel is in good shape, we're going to have a look at the teeth on the back of the weight assembly. We're going to have a look at the spare weight here so that we can see it. You're going to be looking for any sort of damage or excessive wear to the teeth themselves, or damage or breakage to the large rectangular block tooth. You're still going to be able to see that on your installed weight where it's engaged with the drive wheel. Your compression spring should always be visible through the slot in the upper housing where the teeth on the weight move up and down. Do a visual inspection of your spring looking for any sort of damage, which could entail cracking, fractures, or any sort of deformation. If your spring has gone completely stealth, then it has definitely collapsed because our springs are not Delta Force trained. The compression spring is the true source of power for your T3. If you have a lack of driving power or you suspect a broken spring, you can use the handle of a hammer, a punch, or even just a ratchet and push up on the strike plate. If you have no resistance or the weight doesn't snap back down, then you probably do have a broken spring and you'll need to replace it. If you're having an issue where your strike plate is flipping up and jamming the unit, then that usually indicates that either you have a groove worn into the bottom of your housing, or if you have a wear plate equipped version, your wear plate has worn out. Either of these things will affect the timing of the unit as well. To check this, you're going to have to remove the foot assembly and the wear plate if it is so equipped. And that's just done by removing these 7 Allen head bolts. If your unit is wear plate equipped, this is what a healthy wear plate should be looking like. If you see excessive damage or wear, then you're going to need to replace this. Likewise, this is what a good lower housing flange is going to look like, this nice 90-degree corner. If you have a groove as little as 1/32 of an inch, that is going to affect the strike plate and overall operation of the equipment. Don't worry, we're not going to leave you hanging at this. We're going to address all of these issues in videos and show you how to fix them. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little reminder button so you know when these videos are coming out. Until then, get out in your garage, crank up your stereo, and get your hands dirty. We'll see you in the next video.